Hello everyone. Today we are going to solve problems in influence line. Okay, so first we are going to solve for UDL shorter than span. Okay, let us take the load. Okay, this is our UDL. Let this one be 40 kilonewton per meter. Okay, the span of the UDL is 5 meters. Okay, this is the span of the UDL. Now, first one, we need to calculate reaction at A. So, in order to calculate reaction at A, what we need to do is, this is our span, okay, the entire, girder 15 meters, okay, girder is 15 meters. Draw the influence line diagram for RA. Draw the influence line diagram for RA. Okay, let this be. So this is 1, okay, and ILD for RA. So in order to get reaction at A, this load should be placed at here. Okay. Okay. Let's just say this maximum reaction at A. Okay. Because since the load is moving here, let's say the load is moving from left to right, okay, the reaction will be changing always. So if the load is here, there will be one reaction. If the load is here, another one, and here there will be another reaction. So we need maximum reaction at A. Okay, for that we need to place the load exactly as shown in the figure. Okay, draw like this. We need to find this ordinate. This is called as ordinate. We need to find the ordinate. Let this be y1. So total length is 15. So for 15 meters, we know this ordinate as 1. Okay, since this is 5 meters, so for balance is 10 meters. For 10 meters, what is the ordinate? Okay, you can cross multiply. So 15 y1 is equal to 10. Y1 is equal to 10 by 15, that is equal to 0.67. Okay, this is the ordinate at y1. Okay, now maximum reaction at A is equal to load into ordinate. So load multiplied by ordinate. Okay, so here load is 40. Okay, multiplied by ordinate. Since this is a UDL, the entire shaded portion must be taken as ordinate. Hence, we'll be taking the area of this shaded portion. So, since this is a trapezium, half H means base into A means 1 plus B, 0.67. So, calculate this, we'll be getting ordinates. So, I am calculating 1 plus 0.67 into 5 into 40 divided by 2. Okay, so 167 kilonewton is the maximum reaction at A. Okay, now this is how we are going to calculate reaction at A. coming to RB, maximum reaction at B. For that, what we need to do is again draw our beam. Okay, place the, okay, before placing, just draw the influence line diagram for RB. Okay, so this is 1, let this be A and B. So this is 15 meters. We know that maximum is here for RB. So place the load at the maximum. Okay, so this is 40 and this is 5. Okay, so this ordinate is again will be the 0.67 because it is same. Okay, because for 15 1, for 10 how much? So again our ILD for RB is equal to, sorry, this is ILD for RB. Now maximum reaction at B is equal to 40 into half 5 into 1 plus 0.67, that is again equal to 167 kilonewton. Okay, this is how we are going to calculate RA and RB. Okay, now we need to calculate maximum shear force at a section C, that is 6 meters from left end for the same problem. Okay, so when they are asking maximum shear force at a section C, there will be two types. So first one is maximum positive and the second one is maximum negative. Okay, we need to calculate both. We need to calculate maximum positive shear force and maximum negative shear force. Okay, so we are jumping into directly. Okay, so draw the given girder. So they have asked it 6 meters. So this is a section C and this is 6 meters. So the balance is 9 meters. Since the total length is 15 meters. Okay, draw the influence line diagram for shear force. Okay, this is ILD for shear force. So this is A by L, B by L, this is negative and this is positive. In order to get maximum positive shear force, we need to place load like this. Okay, if the load crosses in the left region, the UDL will be going into the negative region. So the value will be reducing. Since we need maximum, place the entire UDL on the right side. Okay, this is 40, this span is 5, A is equal to 6 meters, B is equal to 9 meters, L is equal to 15 meters. Okay, B by L is equal to 9 by 15, that is 0.6. A by L is equal to 6 by 15, that is equal to 0.4. Okay, now we need to calculate this ordinate. Okay, we can either take for 9 meters it is 0.6, for balance 4 meters how much? Let this be y2. Okay, y2. So y2 is equal to 0.6 into 4 by 9, that is 0.267. Okay, or you can take by similar triangles method also. So from similar triangles, 0.6 by 9 is equal to y2 by 4. Okay, so you will be getting the same values. You can either do it by okay, now maximum positive shear force is equal to load into no load multiplied by ordinate. So here load is 40 multiplied by ordinate, nothing but area of this shaded portion, that is trapezium, half h5 into a plus b, 0.6 plus 0.267. So calculate this, you will be getting the maximum positive shear force, that is 86.7 kilonewton. Okay, this is maximum positive shear force. Now maximum negative shear force, that is equal to okay, like this. Again draw the section A, B, C. So nothing will be changing. 6 meters, 9 meters. Okay, draw the ILD for shear force. Okay, this is ILD for shear force. Okay, this is A by L, B by L, or 0.6, 0.4. We have already calculated. For coming, when it comes to maximum negative shear force, place the UDL on the left side of the section. Okay, why? Because we need maximum negative, and this is the negative region. We will be getting negative value. If we go into the right side, we will be getting the positive value. So the value will be reducing again. So maximum negative shear force is equal to, at C is equal to load into ordinate. So we need to calculate this ordinate. Okay, so for 6 it is 0.4, for 1 how much? Okay, that is 0.53. let this be y3, 0.067. so 40 into area of this shaded portion, half h, 5 into 0.4 plus 0.067, that is nothing but 46 kilonewton. Okay, this is maximum negative shear force at a section C. So in this 46 and this 86.7, which is maximum? This is maximum. So maximum shear force at C is equal to 86.7 kilonewton. This is how you are going to calculate maximum shear force at a section. Thank you everyone. So in next video we will be seeing calculation of maximum bending moment. Okay, thank you.